In Canada, it's almost as iconic as the maple leaf.
We're the only place in the world that can produce ice wine year after year consistently, and with as many varieties as we do. So we're the largest producer, but it's also just a unique product that there's nowhere else in the world that you can go and explore ice wines to the extent that you can here in Niagara.
If there's a silver lining to be found in frigid temperatures, it's this stuff.
Our weathers, as they say, are conducive, so we need -8 to -12 degrees Celsius in order for all that natural water to freeze inside the grape, and we're left with this concentration of the wonderful juice.
Ever since the founders of Enniskillen brought ice wine to Canada from Europe in the 1980s, they've become the premier producer of this sweet specialty.
We're very excited at Enniskillen to be known around the world for this wonderful product called ice wine. It's typically Canadian, so it's extreme Canadian winemaking in extreme Canadian winters.
When making ice wine, you have to pick the grapes while they're still frozen and then press them before they thaw. There's only about a drop of liquid in each individual grape, so it takes about 3 or 4 bunches to make a bottle.
Ice wine has that mystery about it. First of all, people don't believe that we pick it in the winter, and of course we do, naturally frozen on the vine. So there's a bit of a mystique on how it's made, because who would have ever believed you would pick wines when there's snow in the vineyards.
But luckily for wine lovers, the hard work has already been done, and all that's left is to pour a glass and enjoy. The annual Ice Wine Festival celebrates the picturesque serenity of the Niagara wine region as a whole.
Interestingly enough, although we do have, the Niagara Falls just 20 minutes to the other side of the region, the hotels and everything was a little bit quiet. So when the ice wine harvest became something of great interest, it was a great opportunity to develop some shoulder season experiences to draw people to Niagara. It's a truly Canadian experience. You have the snow, you have the sun, the conditions are still great for driving. You have 40 wineries that you can visit and experience some really incredible indoor-outdoor wine and culinary tastings. There's nowhere else in Ontario or even on our U.S. side, even the Finger Lakes, that are able to produce this kind of experience.
What better time than the middle of January to bundle up and soak in the authentic beauty and hospitality of Canadian wine country?
When people come, if they're from another country, especially if it's a warm country, we want them to be outside and we want them to freeze. We want them to freeze and have fun with the winter experience of ice wine.
We have beautiful spas here that'll help to warm you up after you get out of the cold. There's beautiful fire pits that are going. Last weekend we had fireworks. I mean, the middle of winter fireworks was just beautiful, the backdrop of the ice wine vineyard. So it's just a nice experience to do with your friends or just your partner. So we're pretty proud of what we do here.